Well, good morning. It's morning number one, actually day number two, but morning number one on our St. Raphael Provincial Park canoe trip. 15 days, 200 kilometers, give or take. Today, we're going to be doing a little portaging. We got a 750 and then an 80 meter coming up. And then we get into some bigger lakes, maybe get up to Miniss by the end of the day today. So that's the plan. Call him. See if you can call him in.
No, you're the good guy. I'll hold it. You call.
I forget how you do it. Well, he can't be very smart if he's fooled by that. Guess there's worse problems to have. Bunch of blueberries at our campsite where we're going to set the tent up. Yep. So we gotta clean them up before we can put the tent down. Otherwise we get blueberry stains all over everything. Can have worse problems. This is the 750 meter portage landing. And the trail is looking pretty nice. We've already taken one load through. We're going to take the canoe, and Rick's got the big pack here, and I'll show you what it looks like on the way. So for a good bit of this portage, you're going through a sphagnum swamp. So it's wet. We've kind of lucked out in that it's not too bad. It hasn't rained in a little bit, but can be buggy too. Again, we sort of lucked out on that score. So in reality, just because of luck, this portage is really not bad for us today. Having fun on the portage, the 750. Here we go. Here's our landing up here. You always look forward to the end of a portage, don't you? So here's your 80 meter portage, just in a little bit of a wet channel here, just to give you an idea what it looks like. This is the east end. Got a family of ducklings, or family of ducks up here. Where are they? Hiding? Oh, there they are. There's Mama.
Yep, they're right behind you.
Oh, okay. Where are the rest of them? Campsite number 2 is on Miniss Lake, the large sandy beach campsite that is on the map. I think Brad Jennings mentions that it is a historical site, which I think means that there is historical junk scattered on the beach, which is true. There's a whole bunch of stuff here, which, you know, fine. Historical, I guess. Sure. Anyway, beautiful site. Beautiful morning here on lovely Lake Miniss. We've got probably most of Miniss Lake to paddle today. We're not going to do the rapids today. We're just going to haul up short of those and camp tonight. So a relatively short day. Nice day to do it. Just taking a quick lunch break here on Miniss Lake. We just happened to be lucky that we've hit Miniss on a calm day. No wind so far anyway. We're at the west end of Miniss Lake. Had planned on taking an earlier campsite than this, but it was occupied. So you go with the flow. But lucky day, you just calm on the lake, and so no real issues in terms of going just a little later than what we thought. So this is not what you'd call an A-lister campsite, but it's a place that, you know, that'll work. I'll show you in a sec. Rick's out on the point doing a little fishing, way out that way someplace. Anyway, he's already caught one jack, and we were hoping to have some fish for dinner tonight, but we were also hoping to have some walleye. Mournful day here on Miniss Lake. Wednesday morning we woke up to rain. Oh well. You're not feeling too mournful, are you, Rick?
Rains, it rains.
There you go, philosopher. Actually, when we set this tarp up last night, it looked pretty spiffy. Not so spiffy here this morning, but it does the job. Go ahead, say something. Coming down a little harder now. We're in no hurry to push off and get on the road here today. We're just
Not raining on me.
Not raining on me either, but it would if we got on the lake. We're gonna sit here a while. Well, today is kind of a write-off in terms of moving. We decided, because it rained basically most of the day, finally we just sort of gave up any hope of moving today, and we're gonna stay in this camp another night. So we have that, and then the fishing hasn't been so good off our rocks here, and so early afternoon we finally said, well, okay, let's just launch the boat and go out and do some fishing out in the lake. And that's what we did. And we got lucky, or actually Rick did. He caught 3 smallish, medium-sized walleye. So he's actually over there right now cleaning them, and we're gonna have fish fry for dinner. So we're really looking forward to that. First of the trip. And as we were getting back into camp, I was walking along, and all of a sudden, right down at my feet is this snake. We are sharing camp with a snake. Rick thinks it's a ribbon snake. I don't know. Looks like a garter snake to me. But he just lives on a rock right over here. So, all that excitement today, but looking forward to that fish. Welcome to day 2 of the Drearies. Sort of starts out as it did yesterday, completely overcast, misty in the air, but it hasn't rained, so that's a good thing. So we're almost done packing up. We're gonna be shoving off here. Destination today is to get through the rapids. There's 6 sets of them. We'll see how we make out. At least it's not raining. Well, best laid plans sometimes go awry. We had good intentions today. We were going to negotiate those rapids and make some miles today. Didn't work out. Got off course.
Lost.
And still aren't exactly on course. We're not sure exactly where we are. But the weather turned bad too. It got windy, it started raining, and just another crap day. So we took it's not even a campsite, it's just, you know, any port in a storm, I guess. And it's a very bad site. No good place to put the tent. We even had the challenge here even to find a place to put this tarp up. We think we know where we're going tomorrow. We'll find out tomorrow. But we didn't want to do a lot of scouting around in windy, wavy conditions on the big lake. You know, just not a lot of fun. So, a lost day, but hey, that happens. Can you believe it? Day 3 of crappy weather. We haven't moved in 24 hours. It is raining and windy. And so we're going to sit here until things change. You can't really tell. We're in a protected area here right now, so you can't really see the extent of how nasty it is out. But here we are. Oh well. You got anything to say, Rick, here on day 3 of the Drearies?
Only negative shit, so I won't say anything.
Yeah, it's not a lot to do. It just happens very occasionally in canoeing. You know, you get basically, we're locked here. We can't move. It's too windy and it's raining.
Actually, I did catch a 10-pound pike a minute ago, but big deal.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Biggest fish of the trip. So we don't know how long we're going to be here, and it could have an effect on the trip in total. We may not have enough time to actually make the route that we wanted to make. We may have to change our minds here. We'll find out what happens. You know, if the weather continues like this, there's just no way. So we're down at the southern end of Miniss Lake, and we had made the tough decision to change the route for the trip. We just lost too many days to weather, and we didn't think we had enough time to do the full route that we were going to do. And so what we did is we headed south on Miniss to what I'm calling the cutoff route. So basically it kind of cuts the trip in half, and we'll end up down in Ark Lake, and then further on down we'll catch up with the original route. You know, we missed a few things. We missed Churchill Lake, we missed St. Raphael, but I think it was the wise decision. Pretty lucky to find this campsite, we thought, because we looked at a lot of campsites on the way down. This one's pretty good. I'll show you. In this country, getting a nice flat mossy surface like that to set up your tent on, outstanding.
This guy's a good fighter. He's got something here. Jack? Jack. Yeah.
Oh, you get him off. He can come off. Oh, I'll get him. Good morning. Sunday morning. Just going over some of the maps for our trip today. We are currently right at the bottom in a beginnings of a little creek or river, the bottom of Miniss Lake. And our route today is going to be upstream into Ark Lake, and then ultimately down into Vincent Lake. And who knows, maybe we'll make it into Hooker as well for later. I think I mentioned yesterday we did have to change our trip, the itinerary. We lost a few days due to weather, and so we are basically cutting our trip in half in terms of distance. But that's okay. It's a beautiful day here today. Gorgeous. This is that little creek that connects to Ark Lake, just on the north side. It's very scenic. And while I'm filming, Rick's trying to keep the boat going straight. Just saw a moose back there, or Rick did, just from a distance. First of the trip. This is the start of Winnow Creek. We're at a small campsite at the southern end of Peg Lake for the night. 1 to 2 tents is what Brad Jennings said on his map. That's about right, with deadfall in the back. Definitely correct. But it works just fine. Rick caught us a pike as soon as we got into camp, and we're gonna have it. We're gonna do it in tin foil tonight. We're at a turning point in the trip. We are just turned easterly and had been traveling south, and now we're just heading to the east up Lawson Lake. A lot of folks who have done this trip before say that Lawson Lake passage is one of their favorites of the trip. So we'll see. These are the famous Lawson Lake pictographs. That's a canoe. We took the first campsite east of the pictographs, just a few kilometers east of the pictographs. It's small, 1 to 2 tents, and there is an old relic picnic table there. But looks like it's going to do for tonight. The fact is, it looks kind of nice. I'll take you upstairs and let you show you the top.
Hey, we got us a walleye.
Nice tent site. And a nice view. Yeah, looks like Rick got us some lunch. A walleye. That's lunch. Landed on this nice little sand beach and saw some caribou tracks. Just got into camp we're on an unnamed lake just north of Lawson Lake, and we're just trying to figure out where the tent's going to go, where the tarp's going to go, but it is all going to go someplace. Just have to figure out where. This could be a tent site here, or it could be a tarp site. We haven't figured that one out yet. Tent site also, or tarp site. Another little tent site potential. Nice to have choices. Well, this is the start of the 1 mile portage. A little wet, a little boggy to start here, but it certainly is well flagged. This is the end of our 1 mile portage, and then slogs through the wetlands. But we made it. Good morning. Friday morning here in the tent. Kind of misty out there. We've already been out and had our breakfast, had our coffee, and although it is misty, it isn't full on rain, so we're actually going to pack up and leave here. You know, the lake is calm, relatively so, and that's the big concern here. We're on DeLessep's Lake, and it's a pretty big lake, so wind gets up, you know, it's problematic, and we may not be able to move if we waited another day to wait out this rain. You know, tomorrow it could be windy, and that would not be a good situation. So we're gonna slowly get together all our stuff here and get going. Well, we had a little change of plans here. As we were packing up, the wind came up, and we just decided that we didn't really feel like paddling into a heavy mist and the wind. So we made the decision that we're probably going to stay here 2 nights and hoping weather will be better tomorrow. That's the downside. The good side is Rick went fishing, caught us a very nice walleye. So we're gonna fry up some walleye, have that for lunch today. So even bad news can have a silver lining. I wanted to show you this fire pit at this campsite. It's a beauty. You rarely find one so nicely done with a back wall like that and the 2 parallel rocks turned upside like that for a grill to go across. Kudos to whoever built this. They knew what they were doing. The Guardian Eagle Resort dumps their fish remains on this rock, and all these eagles come in. That's cool. Well, we got a little otter, two of them actually, just popped their heads up not far from camp, like what, 30 feet?
30 feet.
Now he's down now, so who knows where they'll pop up again, or if they will. Well, last night of the trip, we're on Minchin Lake now, only a few kilometers from where the vehicles are, so it's been a great trip. 14 nights. This is our 14th. Wow. Anything to say, Rick, about the trip? Well said. We'll see you on the next one. Oh, I should mention there was an otter, two otters, just a little earlier, popped their heads up. I don't know if I got any footage, but if I did, I'll insert here. But other than that, it's goodbye for now.